Hey, I decided to record a quick video. I don't have a lot to say, but we did have my granddaughter's benefit last night, which was a little bit of a flop. There wasn't that many people that came. There was like 96 people that checked that they would attend, and 143 people that said they might attend, but there was nowhere near that many people. But we went on as planned and served the pulled pork, baked beans. We had four salads that weren't even put out. They didn't even get eaten. And at 8:30, my daughter's mother-in-law, her husband's mother, and I decided to leave because it was just too hot. It was like 90 outside and like 90 in the bar. So we decided to leave. But the gals that were my daughter's age from her school decided to just carry on the raffle, and so they did. And we left and took all the food home and bagged it up and put it away and for safekeeping. So that's done now, and it raised a total of about $678, which is not a lot. You know, we had some things that were like more expensive that we put as a silent auction. So there were some people that had bid their highest bid and then had left. So we have to collect that money. It was probably about $100 or maybe a little bit more. So I think the total raffle is going to be worth, excuse me, not the raffle, but the benefit. The benefit amount will be probably about $800 or $825. So that was good. I mean, I was hoping for 1,000, and some people told me that I would get 2,000, but I only ended up getting 1,000 or less than 1,000. But you know, it's okay. You know, it was a lot of work, and I could have never done it without my co-mother-in-law, I guess you would call her, my daughter's mother-in-law, and the mother of my daughter's husband, my co-mother-in-law. I never could have done it without her, because she came in Friday night and she helped me, you know, finish cooking all the pork roasts, and then she came back in early Saturday morning and she pulled all the pork by her hands and put it into a roaster and added the barbecue sauce. And she did all that stuff herself, and I mean, I could have done it if I would have had to, but she was just invaluable. She was just fabulous. I have a letter from Annika that had addressed some questions in the investigation, and if you don't mind, I'll just refer to this and then answer the questions as they came up. She she says I find it appalling that the local police department would go ahead and use her in an undercover situation while she was actually court ordered to be in treatment. Was the probation officer informed of the undercover stuff? No, they weren't. I sincerely doubt that what they did was illegal. I think the judge, if informed of this, would go through the roof. And I did call the judge that had ordered her back into inpatient treatment and told him that his orders were not carried out. But that didn't go anywhere. There are other things that are screwed up on here. The coroner has not yet closed the case, yet they have thrown her personal belongings, her clothes, to the funeral home. Funeral home took it upon themselves to throw away the clothes. Then the coroner or the police claim her key. Well, I claim her keys are missing. Where are her other items? Did they hang onto them? Did they fingerprint the duster, only her fingerprints on it? I don't know if they did that. They probably didn't. I don't think they fingerprinted anything. And I've had several people say, you know, did they do the car? Did they, you know, fingerprint examine the car? I doubt. I highly doubt they did that. Is there a complete autopsy report? That's forthcoming. It will only show that there were traces of the duster inhalant in her system. There was no other drugs in her system, just the duster inhalant. There are so many instances of incompetency, it is unbelievable. The investigator, what did they investigate, really? Did not even ask for the tapes? Why not? Is this the same police department that used her for undercover work? Yes, it is. This smells, and it smells bad. In your shoes, I would contact the judge who released her, which I've already done, and I told him that his court order was not carried out. He said, well, we'll note this for future cases and make sure that we are a little more explicit in what we issue on the paperwork so that they travel from the courthouse to where they've been ordered to go to somewhere else and make sure they get there with an appropriate amount of time, which was not new to me because I had picked my daughter up at least one time before where she had to report in at a certain place at a certain time, and we had to, contact them and make sure that she was there. She only had a certain length of time where she could be traveling, and it was like no dilly-dallying around. Even her husband had the same exact type of court order where he was released on time served and had to go into a drug treatment program, and then he had to appear at an inpatient facility and then have that be noted, and the timeline was served. What was the outcome of the undercover work that she did? That was a big, huge operation. You can go on Google or Yahoo or any other major search engine and type in Operation Synergy. Operation Synergy. It was announced to the public on June 26th, and I have a text message from my daughter on my text phone, on my phone, that says, it was from her, sent to me on June 20th, and it says, I am meeting Lieutenant Zubak at 2 p.m. and that was on June 20th. So she wore a wire on June 20th to do their drug sting operation, and it probably took them that long to get the warrants issued and arrest the people or serve the warrants or whatever they do. I don't know. Anyway, but I have all that on my cell phone. The system has failed your daughter and you, no doubt. Come to think of it, did they fingerprint her other items, pack of cigarettes and the lighter? No, I'm sure they didn't. Take the private investigator with you and go back to the site where she was found. Look for another can of duster. You said the can was found almost full, so maybe there is another one laying around, tossed away. And check downstream of the river. Well, I'm probably not going to do that, but I think there was only one can of duster involved. She huffed a little bit of it, and then for some unknown reason, she went down to the river and was able to navigate to the river. I've been told by friends that her death was probably painless, that she just went unconscious and then fell in, but I still find that hard to believe because all of her personal things were back at the footbridge where she had been seated. So if the can of duster was found with her by the river's edge, then I could kind of understand it. But to navigate the path, which was rocky and full of fallen trees and all this stuff, if she was going to fall down, she would have fell down in the trees, on the path. She wouldn't have fallen down, made it all her way down there, and then fell down in the river. So that part doesn't really make any sense either, but it's neither here nor there. She says, you told us the Walmart video would be where she would go. Okay, but maybe she passed a store or two on the way to the store and or from the store to where she was found. Is it possible that her driving or walking by, she wasn't walking, she was driving, would have been caught on tape close by traffic surveillance? I thought of that. She went by a CVS pharmacy at a major intersection. She went by a Burger King at a major intersection. I did call the CVS pharmacy. Their video surveillance in their parking lot does not show out into the intersection, so that's a dead end. I haven't called the Burger King, but I don't think their surveillance would shine out that far either. So, you know, but those are all things that I've thought about. Just to see. I just want to see her in her last moments, you know, and see, in my mind, you know, she left my house, she went to Walmart, she got on a main thoroughfare and drove down to a 2-lane road, parked the car, went in, but I need to understand that she went into this Walmart store by herself at a certain time and came out. And the police officers just argue with me about what is the point. You know, what is the point? Why do you think you have to have that? You know, even if we see her with this bad person, why does that make any difference? You can't charge him with anything. There's nothing nothing that they can charge him with. It's really ridiculous and at kind of a dead end. So I'm going to take a few days, and think about what I'm going to do next, and then proceed with that, or lick my wounds and go away. But that's just kind of the way it goes right now. And I just wanted to give you an update about the benefit and how that went. It was good. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better. But we did the best we could, and we got it done. And Adaya had a good time. She sang, and she had a really good time. So all that part of it was good. So until next time, which I don't know when that'll be. Oh, by the way, I got my hair dyed, and so now I'm sporting a little more hair. You can see my hair better. It's growing out, and no more wigs. I'm not going to do any more wigs. It's just going to be, if you like it, you can look. If you don't like it, avert your eyes, because this is how it's going to be. I'm going to go to work this way tomorrow, and no more wigs. I'm tired of the wigs, and they can like it or leave it. Sorry for the person walking in the background. It's Adaya's dad. He's over here visiting. But anyway, I love everybody that's watching my videos, and I really do. I have like a really warm, sincere heart, and I think that I'm being driven by my daughter and in my own life to record these videos. It helps me feel better to record them. So I appreciate you watching them and not judging me or criticizing me, or, you know, I really appreciate all your support. So anyway, I will just say goodbye. Here's my daughter's ashes in this cylinder right here. One around my neck. I love her so much. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.